Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Akshay and today I have another interesting SQL interview question for you guys, and this time again it was asked to one of my friends at Paytm, and the question is quite simple, that is to find the running balance of a given bank account. Okay, so first they gave me a customer ID, customer name, then a transaction date, transaction type, whether it's a credit or a debit, and then the amount. Okay, and then you are asked to find the running balance. Okay, so in the form of a net amount or any anything you can name this column. I gave it net amount. So if anything that is credited, the amount comes into the person's bank account. Okay, and if anything is deducted, that much is subtracted from the previous bank account. Okay, so let's take the case of Alice and we'll walk through. Okay, first she was credited with 5,000, so 5,000 is a net amount, and then she used up 12 or 1,200 rupees, and then it was around 3,800. Then she took out 800 more, it was 3,000, and then 3,000 was added, and as it was credited it was added and it became 6,000, and lastly she withdraw 1,500 again and the net amount was 4,500. Okay, or 4,500. So this kind of question was asked in Paytm, and it was for the position of data analyst, and we gonna head over to Postgres and solve this problem. Simple and easy, not much of a brain work, but yeah, the logic we have to use is for the transaction type, which I'll show you. Okay, so sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Okay, so here is my uh, table, which is called the bank account details, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simply run it. The create table and insert statements are given into here, which I shall be adding in the description for this video. Okay, so no worries on that. Okay, so I have extracted everything that's in this table, and the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give a case statement. Okay, so I'm gonna say case when mm, if the transaction type equals to credit, then I can simply say amount, amount, else I'm gonna say amount multiplied by -1. Okay, so it will give me a negative value, and as CD amount, credit debit amount. Okay, I'll hit run and this is what I get. Okay, so basically I am not doing too much of work. What I am saying that if it's a credit, it should be a positive amount, or else it should be a negative amount. Okay, in transaction type you only see credit and debit, and that is what makes the difference between whether the amount is coming into your bank account or it is going out. Okay, so simple, nothing much into it. Okay, and then I'm gonna put it in a CT with CT as this, select star from CT. Yeah, so I get the credit debit amount, that is whatever is added will have a positive CD amount, whatever is withdrawn or debited will have a negative amount. Simple as that. Okay, and then simply uh, I'm gonna do a running sum. And how I'm gonna do a running sum? By using a Windows function. And which function I'll use? You guessed it right. I will use the sum function. Okay, and I'll do summation of the CD amount. Okay, CD amount over, and then I'm gonna say partition by customer ID. Okay, and then I'm gonna say order by, yes, you thought it correct, it's the transaction date. Okay, as net amount. Okay, and then simply I'm gonna say run. So there you have it, you have the net amount, okay, for each user. Now I'm gonna take the case of Alice to demonstrate the analysis. So Alice is debited, sorry, credited with 5,000 amount on 5th of January, and the net amount is 5,000. Okay, on 6th she withdraw 1,200 or 1,200. That's the reason it's a negative, and when you sum it up, the net amount is 3,800. Again she withdraws 800 rupees, and that 800 is a negative amount, so the net amount becomes 3,000 from 3,800. And then on the 15th she gets another 3,000, which gets added as it's a positive number, and then 6,000 is credited. A total of 6,000 remains in her amount. And lastly, on 20th she withdraws 1,500 again, and uh, the 1,500 gets deducted from the previous 6,000, and so her net amount is 4,500. Okay, simple and easy peasy. Okay, uh, this is how you will can do a running sum with the using sum as a Windows function, and you can use to get the required result. I hope you like this video. Please feel free to share it with your friends who are giving their interview at Paytm, and tell them about this interview question about the running balance and how you can do a running sum for the for such a type of problem. Okay, simple and straightforward, nothing much. Okay, and that's it from my side. Like I always say, keep learning, keep growing. I'll see you next time. Till then, happy working. Thank you.